Hey, what's up? This is Spike.
This is Drew.
Here's what's on tap for today's Showgram.
Week 8 of the Pick'ems in the books.
Jackyl is a douche.
Yes, they are. And Spike's going to flip the script on me.
That sounds like a hell of a show. Saddle up onto the bar, everybody. It's time for 805 Live with Spike and Drew. Hit me, D.
Hi, this is Misty Blue from Savannah, Georgia. These two guys really shape my Georgia peaches. You're listening to 805 Live with Spike and Drew.
What's up, my friend?
Hey, now, it's Tuesday.
You know what that means?
November 1st. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit.
You know, oh, my God. What's going on?
Give us a little update. Do you have the box score up from the series for those who may be interested?
Oh, from the World Series?
The World Series.
World Series 7-2 last I looked.
7-2, bottom of the fifth, I believe.
Cubbies.
Do you have a favorite in this?
You know, I'm kind of pulling for the Cubbies just because, you know, it's the family thing to do.
Plus, family. You have family in Chicago?
No, well, I've got family all over Florida that used to live in Iowa that are diehard Cubby fans.
Nice.
Right.
Well, we're digging right in. Let's do a quick shot. I'm going to do my shot.
It's our shot. Who are you dedicating our shot to?
Dedicating our shot. I just got to be Dangerous Dan for you know why?
Because reasons.
Because yeah, we'll send it out to Pop, and we'll get to why.
Okay, let's do that. We're getting towards the bottom of the beam fire, but there's a couple left.
I went ahead. Yeah, I'm going Fireball. The pint still stayed on my desk this whole week. But,
Fireball. Yep, that's pretty much hot damn. Pretty much.
But since it's bourbon and not schnapps, it's it's not as bad.
Right. You know, I don't know if I can pick up a whole lot of bourbony notes in that, to be honest with you.
You don't think there's any bourbon in it?
I'm sure it's got a lot of bourbon. And we talked about bourbon, you and I, this week, but we won't get into that because we'll get in trouble at home.
Did we?
We talked about bourbon commercials.
Oh, well, let's pull the curtain back.
Oh, yeah, let's do. That's the one we want to pull the curtain back on.
Well, I'll do it on me. I mean, I won't throw you under the bus on this one, but
I think we're probably already under the same bus.
You posted the podcast later than usual or something.
Did I?
From last week or whatever?
Might have been Friday by the time it got to the interwebs.
Oh, that could be because she usually listens to it before work. So she listened to it.
What did we do this time?
Yesterday morning. and naturally, part of it, somewhere in there, I said, "That's my girl." I don't know if it was Giada or who it was. And I happened to be in there listening at the same time. And she stopped what she was doing, getting ready, and she hit pause on the thing, and she says, "How many girls do you have?" Giada, and then there's Olivia Munn, and then there's Helen Hunt.
And then there's the one we sent Halloween pictures of today that we didn't know was a girl, but she is. I don't even remember who she is.
See, now you're going to get me in trouble. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I sent it to you. You didn't send it to me, so you can't be in trouble.
You sent me a picture today?
Yes, of a young lady wearing a Halloween costume.
Are you sure that was me?
I'm sure that was you because you said to me, "Where do I know her from?"
Oh, yes. Yeah, if anybody knows who Joanna Krupa, tell us who she is.
It's only been 8 hours. I can see where you would have forgotten. It's like almost
my brain is mush, man. I don't know what I'm thinking right now.
I'll tell you what, you're not the only one. I was in bed at the crack of 9:30 last night, dude.
So yeah, okay. Well, this leads into a good thing. What happened at the Drew compound for Halloween?
You know, the Drew compound was dark. We had one kid out and about. We had another kid giving out candy at grandma's, and we laid low.
So 21 was giving out candy, or
Yeah, he was handing out candy at Grandma and Grandpa's, and
okay.
Sparkles was off doing her thing, and we are both feeling like the warmed over death, so we laid low.
So when I got home, that was a great story, by the way. Way to,
I'm old and nothing much is interesting. So
did you watch TV together? Did you knock some boots? Did you?
I know we're feeling like the ass, so there was no boots knocking. I'm telling you, 9:30 came around. I'm like, I'm out, and she's like, really? Okay. Yeah, I got 10 hours of sleep last night, and I woke up feeling almost human this morning.
Plus, you got to wear shorts today, I heard.
I did get to wear shorts. You saw that on the newswire, did you?
I saw that on the Drew News.
Yes, it was 72 and sunny on the 1st of November in Sioux City, Iowa.
Drew's News. That's a new bit that needs to happen.
Drew's News. Yeah, we'll have to. I'm going to write that down right now.
Are you writing it down?
Yep, I am. I'm writing down.
Drew's News.
News. Now that's
all the news that's Drew's to news.
We're gonna need
all the news that's news to Drew.
News to me.
Copyright that now.
Now. Yes, sirree. So what did you do on the Satan's holiday?
So I kind of the same with you guys. When I got home from work, I was pooped. But I was listening to our friends at Epic to get Epic what? Epic News Sports. Sorry, Glenn. They were doing their live. They were doing their live podcast. They do it usually right around the time I'm driving home, so I can kind of catch it on the ride home, and then when I get home, I listen to the rest. And they're great. I mean, I enjoy listening to them. Epic News Sports. That's Glenn Spillman and his partner, who I freaking forget his name every time.
Would you maybe post a link to the page so I can actually tune into this thing?
I send you requests to watch every time they're live. Well, not every time.
Do they do a live Facebook, or do they actually post up a podcast too?
They do Facebook Live, which is because that's kind of cool. But yeah, because of our situation, we do it different. So I will post the link.
Like we're divorced parents or something. Our situation. It sounds dirty. All right.
Let me shoot this off to Glenn real quick that we're listening.
Yes.
Got home, laid in bed first thing. Just laid there listening to the podcast, having my dog just say, "Hey, what's up, Pop?" And dozed off a little bit, and sure enough, next thing I hear, Mrs. Spike is rolling in. She said, "Did you give out any candy yet?" I said, "No, I've been chilling here." I said, "Are people out, or the kids out and about?" She said, "There's a few out there." And so she took Alexa and put up the baby gate and kind of just kept the door open, and she had sat out there playing a little spooky music, and she had a little. I think she had. What was she drinking last night? She had a beverage. I think it was an adult beverage.
Okay. Hey, if you're going to give out candy to kids, you got to drink.
Right.
Saying.
So I finally got up out of bed, and the dog would cry because she had the gate up there.
Right.
But then every time a kid would come up, bark as that fucking just.
Because your dog likes dogs, but not people.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I had enough. After a while, Papa had enough, and I got up and I moved the gate and I closed the door. And so I said, "You're grounded," So I had to put up with a little bit of the crying because he knew Mama was on the other side of the door and all that.
Right.
But even a little bit of rain didn't stop the youngins from coming by and getting a buttload of candy from Camp Spike.
I have, and this will shock you, a bit of a baby get off my lawn moment about trick-or-treating.
A baby one?
A baby one. I'm not even going to push the red button. I'll save that for the later red button moment.
Okay.
But here's my get off my lawn about trick-or-treating. And it's funny because they actually come onto your lawn to trick-or-treat, so this is fairly accurate.
Lucky lawn.
Checky lawn.
You said, come on the lawn.
That's Eileen.
That's
So there are, I don't know, 400 or 500 kids show up, and there aren't 400 or 500 kids in the neighborhood. So they're importing kids for this event. And that's fine. I get it. It's a nice neighborhood. People gonna bring their kids. That's fine. The ones that really, really get a stick up my ass are these sullen little 14-year-olds that are wearing jeans and a t-shirt, stick their bag out, and don't even say a word.
Yep. Yeah.
Excuse me while I shit in your bag.
Let me see if I can summon the missus to give us a little report on that.
Maybe I will play the music. I'll play the red button music. We'll see if he gets back in time.
Get off my lawn! This Mike and Drew! Get off my lawn! It's like and fucking Drew!
That will be known as the Spike Fetches the Misses interstitial now.
The Spike does the what?
But Spike Fetches the Misses interstitial music. Hi,
Gotcha.
Mrs. Spike. She can't hear me, but hi.
Barely.
Hi.
There's one thing here. Let's try that.
Feedback, back.
There you go. So I was just saying to Drew that you were out giving away candy, and he was saying that one of his get off my lawn things was like 13-year-old little snot-nosed kids just coming up in their like Chuck Taylors and a jacket. Did you have many of those last night?
I shut the business down last night. We didn't have
Not you. I was talking to her.
well, look at her. Look at the girl.
That was the whole point of this.
This is why I'm here. No, I did not. I did have one young man who was a little bit taller than me, but he was a neighbor, so it was okay.
So he actually spoke words then. This fella actually spoke words then and was not completely sullen.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, you know the ones I'm talking about then, right?
Yeah, I totally know what you're talking about.
Right.
It's pretty cool to say the words trick or treat. And it's like, listen, this is the gig. I give you candy when you say the words. Say the words.
I think
To it.
I think we have a lot of younger kids in this neighborhood
Mhm.
still.
Mhm.
All the ones that are old enough to do that are smart enough not to do it now.
I think so, yeah. Well, we just didn't get them.
Good.
They're afraid of this when they see him going into the house, and they're like,
Oh,
no, I don't want to piss him off.
Oh, and then there's
But his wife is nice.
nice.
Okay, you can have this back.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
There you go. Yeah.
Do we have to pay her a union minimum now?
So you didn't give away anything. What do you think Camp Spike gave out last night?
I'm going to say you're probably the same camp I am, the Hershey mix bag.
Wrong answer.
Okay. The
So-
nasty old taffy that you've had for a year.
Right. No, we both would probably partake in a little bit of chocolate if it was in the house. So
Right.
when we went to the local store,
Yep. The Stop and Rob.
you know what? We wouldn't eat like Jolly Ranchers or jellied things, sweet tart kind of stuff. I mean, I grew out of that a while ago. So let's get a bag of that because I'm not going to want to dig into that. Now you talk.
No, I was just wondering if you have any eggs on your windows today.
But the thing of it was, I mean, we didn't give out one or two. I mean, she definitely gave out
Give them a handful.
handfuls. I mean, we bought the big honking bag. I mean, the sizes were small, but we gave out a ton. I mean, if you came to Camp Spike last night, you got a little bit of haul with your
Gotcha.
with
Crappy
your
candies. You got a lot of crappy.
It's not crappy to them. It's just crappy to us.
You know what I got when I trick-or-treated at the in-laws last night? I'm going to have it for a post-show snack.
Lutefish.
Lutefisk?
I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's bacon banana bread.
I don't know what to say to that.
I don't either, but I'm going to find out at the end of the show.
Bacon banana bread. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, man.
Somebody at work made homemade toffee. Was it toffee?
Oh, nice.
They did a layer of graham cracker. They made their own caramel, whatever. Then they melted chocolate chips on it and then let it freeze and then broke it up into little bite-sized pieces.
How much of that did you mainline?
Probably too much.
I hear
In
you.
my defense, though, since I had made chili for the party Saturday night and then chili for the work thing on Monday, I was chilied out. I was ready to eat anything other than chili.
I bet all the people around you were chilied out on you too.
I keep telling you, I'm a shower, not a smeller. I don't know.
Oh God, that was great.
I've got.
Well, you didn't even put a party update on our list, but you're going to have to get to that tonight sometime too.
Absolutely. I mean, there's not much to it to tell. My buddy Kirk and us kind of did a co-host thing for a party.
Gotcha.
Oh my God. So we talked about we weren't going to tell each other what we dressed up as, Kirk and his wife and Spike and I. Mrs. Spike.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
And he said to me a few days before, he's like, "Don't be offended." And I laughed. I'm like, "Dude, come on. How are you going to offend me?"
Fences to offend you.
I'm like, "Are you going to dress up as me and make me look stupid?" I mean, because that's about the only thing. He's like, "No." He said, "When we were setting up one day, I said something and you gave me a little stink eye." I went, "Really?" So for he told me 2 days, like Thursday, because then 2 days before Saturday. For the life of me, I'm like, I mean, he could, I guess if he is coming as Trump or coming as Clinton, but I'm lukewarm on either of those. I don't really be offended by it.
It ain't a thing.
Now, did you see any of the pictures?
Yes,
I put up
did.
a few, but did you see him?
I did.
Okay.
I even commented on it.
Okay.
And you liked the comment, so.
Okay. Dude, brain, memory like that. It's from years of hard, dedicated work.
Yes, labor. Spike's labor is lost.
So we get there, and Mrs. Spike and we went as Dog and Beth the Bounty Hunter. Very funny. A lot of people thought it was pretty hilarious. We really got a kick out of it. And down comes Mr. Kirk, and he's dressed like a priest. I'm like, "Oh,
no, hello, Fada."
Offensive. And and then Mrs. Kirk came down.
Yeah.
Mrs. Kirk was dressed like an altar boy. And they got much joy from every time somebody new would come in the house, Kirk introducing his altar boy and then mouth kissing her like she was. Oh,
nice.
It was so disturbing.
And that so plays into one of my favorite all-time jokes. It's perfect.
What would that be?
How do you get an unlaid?
I don't know.
Dress her up like an altar boy.
Oh. Oh my God.
Right? Hello, like that's going to be the one that makes me burn into hell, honestly.
Right. Oh.
Maybe the fact that I told the joke 7,000 times might be part of the fact.
Saturday night was fun and tons of food, tons of booze. Got to see a couple good friends hadn't seen in a while. It was nice to see them. Oh, and I'm not a Walking Dead fan, so Chris, when he showed up, I'm like,
apparently they were all up in arms this week. I don't know why, but something happened.
Do you watch it or no?
No, I don't. But
I
know
don't either.
No, but I know
think
they were all up in arms this week.
I think we might be the only people that don't watch this show.
We might be, which is going to put us at a severe disadvantage when the apocalypse comes.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
But apparently, this guy did something really, really bad at the season opener for The Walking Dead. And so everybody was like, "Oh, too soon, too soon," and I just thought it was funny, man. I dug that.
Nice.
Let me pull up Yahoo Sports here real quick. Do a little quick update.
Yes, you should update us. I am going to backdate us, but it still sounds good.
256 games, 32 teams, and 2 of the hottest armchair quarterback podcasters worldwide. Week 1 had some big upsets. It's time for your Pro Pick'em update with Spike and Drew.
We'll pretend that was topical.
You did a good job on the punt, but we need to make a canned one in case.
We do. We need to keep one in our back pocket.
So the end of the 6th inning, Chicago Cubs 7, Cleveland Indians 2. We started to talk about this a little bit. You said Chicago Cubs was your kind of back pocket favorite.
I'm good either way, honestly.
And I thought we talked a little about this last week. Because of Major League, I got to go root for the Indians.
I'm down with that. Totally down with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can go either way. I'm kind of leaning Cubby style, but yeah, I'm good.
I mean, granted, kind of like with the election, whoever wins, I'm going to say, "Oh yeah, I knew that was going to happen."
Right, exactly. We will be backdoor pundits.
Backdoor somethings.
Backdoor pundits. Oh, we could start a podcast called Backdoor Pundits.
What would we talk about?
We could talk about backdoor things.
Nice.
Our subjects will always be a shocker.
For those of you listening on the podcast or those of you listening live, let that sink in for a moment because that was a really clever joke.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Let it sink in.
Yeah.
It's always back to the butt with you, isn't it, Bob?
What's the wildest place you ever made whoopee? Back to football. Jesus.
Back to football. So I'm gonna call it. Dangerous Dan pulls out the win.
He did. Dangerous Dan pulled it out. Unbelievable.
I mean, my dad played football in high school. He never made any of us boys. We kind of did what we went. Joe, whatever Joe did, I don't know. But like my music and stuff like that, he didn't hinder me. He's like, "Oh, be a man." He wasn't that dad,
No, Dan's the yeah.
Right. But he pulls out the W.
He
and
does
handily too. I mean,
wise is the Dan.
My game face includes mascara, and that last game, Monday night's game with Minnesota, was just redonkulous, right?
What happened to them? How did they absolutely friggin' implode from as hot as a killer pistol?
I had it on as background noise while I'm sitting here dinking around. We're taking 8 different tangents here. While I'm dinking around playing a match 3 game, Marvel related, because I don't have my Marvel Avengers Alliance anymore.
Right. How's that withdrawal working for you?
Terrible. Ashley asked me that. Oh shit. Whatever. Might have to cut that out of the podcast.
You say it every week. Don't worry about it.
Do I really?
Pretty much, yeah.
I need to be consistent with saying just Mrs. Spike.
Well,
because I want to protect.
We have none.
There's that. She asked me that the other night, and I'm like, it's awful. I sit in front of my computer, and I'm like,
I weep.
I could be doing this, but I used to like have matches and battles and PvP tournaments, and so yeah.
You could go back to Mafia Wars. I'm sure it still lives in some server somewhere.
God, Mafia Wars was insane. I remember when that came out. I was just like, "Oh my God, they're attacking me! We gotta attack them back." Big Will 8 wins. Same with Loopy Smack Talker. Get Loopy Talk Smack. Martini Marauders, Yoko Ono, and Kiss My Ash all tied at 7 wins for the week. She Wolf with 6, King of Hearts with 5. And I tell you what, I needed that King of Hearts to have a bad week because right now, the total standings, Spike Drinks for Fun is up by 2 wins over Loopy Talk
Big
Snacker.
boy.
Right?
You know how many wins I have? It's a shocker.
69.
Yes, I do.
Giggity.
Yes.
But I'm pretty happy with that lead. I'm do with that.
Yes.
But you know what? I mean, as long as you choose your teams, it's anybody's game.
You know, and it's interesting because the lead's been back and forth all over the place this year.
Right.
It's been a fun league. It honestly has.
And that's what I like. I mean, I don't think, none of us are all really deep into it, let alone it's seriously any given Sunday, anything can happen.
Any given Sunday. Absolutely.
Hey, as I said that, I take a look at my little clock here. It's 7:32.
No. Shut the front door.
No, I gotta leave that closed or something. I don't know.
Good thing. Whatever.
Cheers.
All right.
Who's this one going to?
Here's to Dangerous Dan and your football winnings. We can hit him on both sides of the cheers.
That's right. He got it on both ends, so to speak. Hey now.
What is it with you?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's the season change, maybe.
All right. All right. What's the score in the World Series? You have an update for us?
Didn't I just give that to you?
Well, time has passed.
It's top of the 7th, 7-2.
Excellent. Excellent. If it goes to a game 7, I'm happy. And after that, whoever wants to win it can win it. I'm good.
There you go.
Can I talk about a thing?
Yeah.
I want to talk about, we haven't done news in months, it seems.
Okay. All right.
And it's the headline that really, I just want to say the headline.
Sure.
Shit fire. Did you see the story, little buddy?
I didn't read it.
All right. Well, Taco told me about this today, and I found it again. But apparently, a woman in Tokyo undergoing surgery that involved a laser suffered horrible burns when the lady passed gas during the surgery and the laser lit it up.
Was it a local anesthetic she was under, or what?
No, I think it was a general. I think. My guess.
I think that's what I meant as general.
Yeah, she was out like a light and apparently relaxed a little too much.
You
The
can
fact
do
you have
that
to
when you're under anesthesia?
Dude, I'll tell you what, the missus would tell you can do it when we're under sleep. I get reminded of that on a fairly regular basis.
When I do that, I not only wake myself up, but I laugh.
It makes you giggle.
Because I know what happened. I mean, in that split second moment that it woke me up, and the fact that I know what woke me up. And if there's like enough light where the moon's hitting or something, doing it, opening my eyes and see the dog licking me like, what the fuck? Oh,
there's a lot wrong with that story.
That's funny. And and we've talked about it before. I'm not a poop fart joke guy. That's not my thing.
Nope, I'm not a total humor's not my thing.
Mm-mm.
But this story was just a little too interesting to share. To not share. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The punchline to the actual news story. So if you're ever in the situation where you need to undergo laser surgery, maybe try eating something light before the doctors put you under.
What were they operating on?
They don't say that, but it had to be something from the belly button down, I'm guessing.
Because it lit the laser on fire, right?
The laser lit the gas on fire, which eventually spread to the surgical drape.
My goodness.
Maybe she ate a bunch of popcorn, drank a bunch of tap beer before the surgery. Hey, you never know.
You had a good little patter there, brother.
Going on down to South Park.
Oh, I logged in a little time with that the other weekend.
Did you? I haven't revisited South Park in years.
It's too smart for its own good.
You know what's also crazy is South Park has been going on since you and I shared a domicile.
Well,
That's how long that bitch has been on the air.
If you're going to say that, you got to preface it with Simpsons.
That too.
Think of how long Simpsons has been around.
That too. Yeah, it's crazy.
So
it's knucking futz.
Right. I want to jump down to you put me on the spot with this one a couple weeks ago. Lyrics that make you go, the fuck?
I didn't even have a chance to press my button, but yes.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, you're going to have to talk then, because I got to push this button. Then I got to push this button. And then I got to go there.
I thought you had it just like in a rack there.
Well, I don't have that. It's a different soundboard.
All right. So lyrics that make you go, what was that? Did you step on your cat?
It's a bad digital record scratch.
My goodness.
You
So if you're new to the show, what's that?
You have one?
I do. If you're new to the show, my buddy Drew came up with lyrics that make you go, the fuck? Because it's stuff that you listen to when you listen to songs and you're like, what the fuck did he just say?
But generally, it's like 15 years later. In my case, anyway.
And I think we kind of touched on this one, but I thought it was a good time to bring it up again. It comes from Mr. Steve Miller. The song is Jungle Love.
Oh, good.
I think you corrected me on this before, but I wanted to bring it up again in case people listen to it. You swim in my love like an ocean. No.
See, we're already going to fuck.
You swim in my butt when it's warm is what I think it is.
I think it's blood, but okay.
Right.
Right, not butt. But I can see where you would totally get that.
Jungle Love, Steve Miller lyrics. Let me get the exact.
The preparation is astounding.
I know, right? This is world class here for all five people listening.
Production values, we have them.
All right. You treat me like I was your ocean. You swim in my butt when it's warm.
But.
It's not butt, though, apparently.
No, I don't think so.
But if you listen to the song, you and I have to have a meeting, by the way, because I wanted we got to be able to start playing music somehow, because gosh darn it, all these people on YouTube playing goddamn copyrighted music.
We're going to have to get off our wallets and do something. I'm down with that.
Something, because I also want to do Spike Under the Covers and highlight a new cover song each week.
That would be a good bit. Yes.
Isn't that a great title, Spike Under the Covers?
It's a shocker.
Hey now.
I'm sorry.
So next time you're listening to Jungle Love by Steve Miller Band, make sure you check out the verse that goes, you treat me like I was your ocean. You swim in my butt when it's warm. Speaking of listening to music.
Yes.
I think I posted it the other day, but I'm going to post it again. I finally broke down. Spotify has won the battle.
Yeah.
I am paying for Spotify now.
See, I've been paying for Pandora for over a year now. I get it.
Do you listen to Pandora in the car?
Yes.
How's the quality?
Excellent.
I was just going to say, I don't remember now before, but I know that once I started paying about 2-3 days ago, wow, with the quality.
Yeah. Yeah. And here's the other thing with Pandora. I don't know if Spotify does this, but Pandora will buffer your 4 favorite stations. So if you have no connection whatsoever, you've got a few hours of your favorite stations already on your phone.
Nice.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
The shocker.
Gotta stop with that, dude. This is a little inside stuff, and we may have to edit this out of the podcast.
Here we go.
Everybody that's listening right now, you're in on it, and that's fine. I wanted to hire the neighbor kid to mow the lawn.
Right.
Because I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to have her to do it.
Right.
But it's been kind of rainy lately. I think I just heard the lawnmower, and
it's his problem, not yours, dog. His problem, not yours.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about I think she's out there doing it.
Oh, I got you.
So if you're listening live and you're watching this live, you get a little bonus because this is going to be edited out of the thing. But what?
If you pay me, it'll get edited out. Hey,
knuckle sandwiches.
Are you angry?
Yeah, do that. Yeah, let's do that.
Push the red button.
Go ahead.
For the second time. Here we go.
Get off my lawn! This I can do! Get off my lawn! This I can do!
We're just so angry lately.
We're just like angry young men that aren't young anymore.
I remember when I came back and visited, didn't we talk about just so angry for some reason?
Was that a 3 o'clock in the morning conversation or a 5 in the morning conversation?
Oh, so if you're an old 80s / early 90s rocker kind of person, you probably have heard of the band Jackyl. Their lead singer for Jackyl is Jesse James Dupree.
Yep.
Jesse James Dupree was actually part of a reality TV show about the bar out in Sturgis.
Yeah, Full Throttle.
Full Throttle, that's it.
Yep.
And I liked him a lot. I mean, he was pretty good. He seemed like he had a good sense of a business sense, as well as wanting to be in touch with the fans by being out there all during Sturgis and, take pictures, sign stuff or whatever. This guy today.
What'd he do? I still haven't seen the story, so I'm a virgin. Smack me.
Here is the headline. And I'm going to do it without the censors here. Jackyl singer to Bono and Bruce Springsteen. Shut your fucking mouths, you self-indulgent cocksuckers.
So Jesse's been drinking.
So, in a nutshell, Mr. Dupree seems to think that voicing opinions during musical artists' shows is, quote, so totally anti-rock. So he's essentially calling out Bono and Bruce Springsteen, and he continued. He called out Springsteen. He said that if he wants to talk to him about it
words big, use now.
Fireball's kicking in.
Yeah.
That if he wants to say something back to him in person, he says, I live in Kennesaw, Georgia. I'd be glad to meet up with you anytime. Fuck you. And I like some of Bruce Springsteen's songs for a minute. I mean, I'm not slagging on Bruce Springsteen or his fans, but I'm saying I don't want to hear him talk about politics. Listen here, douchebag. They have the right to. If you don't like it, oh well, but you don't have the right to tell them to shut up. You don't have the right to make other people tell them not to listen to him. What a fucking a-hole you are.
See, now I'm going to take a slightly different stance.
You are?
And odds are I'm going to, right?
Okay.
My theory has always been just because you make popular music doesn't mean you're intelligent or have an opinion that the rest of the world wants to hear. I want to hear you for your music. I would never go so far as to say what Mr. Dupree has said and slag on people for using their bully pulpit. But I'm here for your music. Maybe you could not shove your agenda down my throat.
What constitutes shoving it down your throat? And I can't even believe I said that, and we have no dirty context to put it in.
We need a clip. We need a clip.
Somebody mark this down.
Did we fail?
No.
Have we come up short?
Just let's stay focused.
All right.
What do you consider shoving it down your throat then? I mean, if you pay to go see them play, if they happen to say something, nothing.
Let's be honest. Everybody with a microphone who's famous at a show is going to pump their political agenda at this time of year. And I think you and I are probably in the same camp politically. I think you and I probably would vote the same way. Or am I keeping you up here?
I'm fine.
So I agree with most of these people that are opening up their pie holes. But honest to God, I don't need you to go on it. Well, Madonna's I liked. Well, I'm going to break that down.
Right.
I like Madonna's political speech.
That's a stance we can get behind.
I'm going to take her up on her offer.
Shocker.
Well, there's no shocker, but I'm going to take the offer as it stands.
Right. But then, since you didn't answer my question fully, I will pivot and say, what about stuff like what KISS does? KISS will hire a roadie for a day who's a veteran.
Sure.
And they don't. I'm sure they don't make him do an actual work.
I don't think he has to do it. Maybe he rolls a couple cases around.
Right. But it's definitely a photo op for Gene, because I know that it's an important thing to Gene and Paul, and they bring them out during the show.
Mm-hmm.
They've said the Pledge of Allegiance during the show a couple times. Is that shoving it down your throat?
Well, see, now here I'm just going to say it's my version of me against them. No, you treating a veteran right, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
I'm going to completely sculpt the whole thing to me personally. It's all about me. Yeah, I'm good with that.
So Bruce coming out and saying, hey, man, we just need our political leaders to get along. Now, I don't know what the fuck he really says or whatever, but I'm just saying. Right. What if that's the extent of it? I'm just saying.
Can I just say how sick and tired I am of Bono trying to make political statements every goddamn time he's got an open mic?
And I get that with Bono, but I'm talking about Bruce Springsteen, though, now.
Well, see, I have Bruce issues also. I'd push the red button again if it wasn't so recent that I pushed the red button. The problem I have with Bruce and Bon Jovi is that's that stupid ass New Jersey country music they do.
Your fucking tongue, you whore.
I'll be a whore.
New Jersey is the breeding ground for a lot of great rock and roll performers.
Sure, but those two do New Jersey versions of country music. I'm sorry.
Start out doing that.
Nope, but they do it now.
I don't like a lot of it, but Bruce Springsteen, like Born to Run, Thunder Road, 10th Avenue Freeze Out, I love a lot of his old stuff.
Bruce ever did was the live version of Growing Up. After that, I lost interest.
What about Fire?
No, he just stole that one. Fuck the Gladys Knight tore it up. Are you a drummer?
In your car. That's perfect. That was fucking outstanding. He didn't sing. He kind of just like made love to the microphone when he sang those words. It was just like,
oh. I've been told that we have a great show going on.
Who told you that?
Your dad.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yep. A glorious picture of you, my friend. The mane is rocking.
Where?
In the message where your father says we have a great show going on.
Oh, I don't think I see it.
Well, the stripper lights are all pink.
Where did he do it? Did he do it on
the face place? You want me to share it with you? I could do that.
Not yet.
All right.
Let's do a quick update, and then we're going to turn the tables.
Flip the script.
Flip the script. Bottom of the 7th, still 7-2.
Word to your mother.
So I'm here to tell you all that are listening My buddy Drew works hard on this fucking show. He really does. He
Heard.
does the lion's share. I'm the fucking pretty face is about essentially what this consists of.
We're in deep shit.
He
If
set up the web. He sets up the website. He manages that. He does the editing of the shows. The guy is a workhorse. On top of it, and I don't know where we started Stump Spike from, but it's been a fun little thing. And I kind of give you a little bit of grief about it. And so last week I said to you, we're going to flip the script a little bit.
Uh-huh.
We're going to let him sit back. We're going to let him have a little fun. So I'm going to be running the ship for a second, which is scary in and of itself.
Right.
You got a fresh beverage there?
I've got my 40 ounces only halfway dead, so I'm good.
Your 40 ounces only halfway dead, eh?
Well, it's whatever this thing we got from the Walmarts is, 32, 40, whatever.
I know how hard this is for you, but don't say anything for a second while I press my button.
He's got curly hair and tattoos too. Let's all do a shot and stump.
That was pretty loud, right?
Oh my God, that was the bomb.
Let's try it. I'm going to turn this down just a skosh, but that definitely earns another listen.
He's got curly hair and tattoos too. Let's all do a shot and stump. True.
I like it. Is that the same guy that did the Stump Spike intro?
Yeah, that's what I went back to. Because I knew he had that in him to do the schmartzy game showy kind of stuff.
Shocker.
And in fact, it was like the next day last week that I contacted this guy. I told him what was up, and I said, can you help me out?
Did he remember doing our first bit?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And I don't have his name. I'll have to try to think of it, and I'll put it on the website. I told him we'd give him a little plug. So
nice. Well, you find out who the hell we did business with. We'll plug him.
Right. So the logic in the game that I'm doing is a tad flawed because I don't know how I'm going to do the answers.
Okay.
Because what we're going to do is a little bit like the quick money version at the end of Family Feud.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to read some topics. You got to try to tell me the top one in each category.
Okay.
So I've got a timer set for it's about 64 seconds.
Gotcha.
And this is where my logic in this kind of got janky because I'm like, well, I don't really know how to do it. So we're having a little fun.
We're winging it.
We're winging it.
Gotcha. I got focused.
Are you ready?
I am ready. Wait a minute. Wait. All right. Shake it out a little bit. I'm good.
This is fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the first question, and then I will start the timer, and there will be a buzzer at the end of about 65 seconds or something like that.
Sounds good.
Ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Name an excuse teenage girls use when they come home late from a date.
My car broke down.
Name an animal whose legs are featured on a restaurant menu.
Pig.
If you got fired from your job on Monday, name something you might do on Tuesday.
Drink.
For what specific reason did you get your last traffic ticket?
Drinking.
During an indoor game of hide and seek, name a specific place where kids hide.
Closet.
Name someone whose job it is to help people make difficult decisions.
Priest.
What's the last thing you say to your children before they go to sleep?
Love you.
Name something little boys want to be when they grow up.
Football players. How'd we do?
That's awesome. I like this. I got to figure out how to do this a little bit better because this
I
is
like
a
this
lot
one
of fun.
too. We should do more of this.
All right, and we'll see if we, be honest with the answers. Let's go over them real quick.
Sure.
First question: name the excuse teenage girls use when they come home late from a date.
I said my car broke down.
Number one answer: car trouble.
Yeah, there we go.
That was a good one. Now this was a weird one. Name an animal whose legs are featured on a restaurant menu.
I said pig.
Top answer was frog, followed by chicken, crab, and lamb.
Wow, hogs get no. I live in Iowa, right?
I know, right?
Yeah.
If you got fired from your job, this was a good
Guys,
answer.
sheep.
If you got fired from your job on Monday, name something you might do on a Tuesday. You said
Drink.
right. Number one answer: find a new job.
Oh, that's Wednesday. Come now.
No, I can't right now. I'm doing a
Shocker.
Shocker.
Good
For
comedy.
what specific reason did you get your last traffic ticket?
I said drinking.
Right. The correct answer, number one answer, sorry, not correct. Number one answer is speeding.
Oh, well, some lives are different than others.
Right. During an indoor game of hide and seek, name a specific place where kids hide. You said?
I said the closet.
Number one answer, closet.
Woo, woo!
This one was a funny one, too. Name someone whose job it is to help people make difficult decisions. You said?
I said priest.
Number one answer, counselor.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice.
What's the last thing you say to your children before they go to sleep? You said?
Love you.
Number one answer, I love you.
There you go. That's 3 number ones.
You did pretty good on that one. And the last one got just under the wire, but I was amazed by your answer. Name something little boys want to be when they grow up. You said?
Football player.
Number one answer would be fireman.
Well, fine. Alrighty. I'll stick with 3 number ones, though. That was good.
I gotta hear your song again. Did that come through good? How does that sound?
Yeah, it's good. Hit me.
Hit me. I gotta turn that down there, and
A lot of work involved in hitting me.
I know, right?
Yes.
Well, you're the boss in this thing because I don't know.
Ah!
There we go. Hang on.
He's got curly hair and tattoos too. Let's all do a shot and stump Drew.
I like it.
That's pretty fun, dude. That's a
You
lot
know
of
what we
fun.
haven't done in ages?
What's that?
Told people where to find us.
Go ahead and do that there, brother.
5liveshow.com. You can get us there. Facebook.com/Spike and Drew. Go there, subscribe to our things. Join up for the podcast. Then you can hang out with us on the way to work or
And tell other people.
Yeah.
Can you get us on Spotify?
Spotify's a bitch. It
Yeah.
honestly is. Yeah, it's tough to get podcasts on Spotify.
That's all right. That's all right. I just wondered if we could do that too. So
We probably could, but it'd be work, and we don't like that.
well, you don't like it. I just sit here and look pretty.
Yeah. That's what
Because
we
I
do.
got petted today, by the way.
What?
I got petted today.
Fondled?
I guess in a way, but we'll save that for next week because you know what? You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here. Tip your bartenders, tip your waitresses, return the stewardesses to their upright positions. Party at Burley. He's got curly hair. And tattoos too. That's awesome.
That's me.
As always, make good choices, do good deeds. I'm the other one.
I'm the curly-haired one. We'll see you in a week.
805 Live with Spike and Drew is copyright 2016. Please read and follow all label directions. The views and opinions of Spike and Drew should not be taken as legal advice. No animals were harmed in the shooting of this documentary. Okay, a couple dribbled were mildly injured. 29 City, 45 Highway. Your results may vary. Hooters would really like it if you'd sponsor us. Warning, spelling errors in this message are the product of a poor school system. Pay your teachers more than athletes. Does this handkerchief smell like chloroform to you? The product is meant for educational purposes only and resemblance to real persons living or dead is totally coincidental. Void where prohibited. Some assembly required. List each check separately by bank number. Batteries not included. Contents may settle during shipment. Use only as directed. No other warranty expressed or implied. Do not use while operating in motor vehicle or heavy equipment. Postage will be paid by addressee. Apply only to affected area. For erections lasting more than 4 hours, call a hooker. May be too intense for some viewers. For recreational use only. All models over 18 years of age. If condition persists, consult your physician.